How to deal with spam comments on your blog. Hi, this is Dr. Jeanette Cates, and I'm here to help you answer some questions. Think about your blog as the key in your business, and the comments are important to that. So when you get a lot of spam comments, they're both irritating and time-consuming. It means that you have to go through and clean them up and really control them. So Cindy asked, how do I get rid of all the spam comments on my blog? I'm ready to blow the whole thing up. There are actually 3 steps that you can use to control your blog spam. First, we're going to put it on pause, then we're going to eliminate the spam that we have, and then we're going to prevent further spam. So let's first put it on pause. Go into your blog admin panel and look for settings, and then inside of the settings menu, look for discussion. Inside of the discussion, you'll find that there's a top area right there. You want to uncheck everything so that nobody can post any comments on your blog post right now. So that would be the first step. Let's put everything on pause so you don't get any more spam comments until we get it controlled. Second, let's go in there and eliminate the spam. Now, there are several ways that we can do this. Most easiest way to do it is just to go through. There's an area again in your menu. It's called Comments. So click on that area called Comments and then go through and check all of the comments on that particular page and then mark them as spam. So you'll see that what we're doing is we've checked those comments, and you can just check at the top of the column and that will check all of them on that page. Pull down that menu, mark as spam, and then when you click that little apply button, that's automatically going to go through and mark all of those as spam and move them over into the spam folder. So that's the fastest, easiest way to get rid of them. There isn't any way to just say mark everything as spam. You really have to kind of do it a page at a time. So it may be a little time consuming the first time. But once we've gotten rid of them, we don't have to deal with those again. And generally, once you've marked somebody as a spammer, you're not going to get any comments from them again. They're going to be automatically marked as spam. Next is we want to take that third step, and that is to prevent any further spam comments. So there are several different methods that we can use to do that. The first is a plugin that actually comes with WordPress, and that's called Akismet. Akismet is a long-term plugin. For a long time, we were able to use it free of charge. Now they actually have a charge that they've applied to it. So if you look in plugins, the very first one listed there is Akismet. If you go over, and you'll have to get what they call an API key. When you click to get that, they're going to give you a choice. Personal blogs you can get from $0 to $120 per year. On a pro, where you're using it for commercial, non-personal sites, then that would be $5 per month. For me, that is definitely the best plugin that I've found to prevent spam, but it does cost you something now. A second method that you could use is to actually go in and search for some sort of a spam comment plugin. So what you do is you go over to Plugins, Add New, and then you do a search for spam comment. You're going to find several of them. I usually start with the ones that are marked with 5 stars, and I'll take a look at the description on those to make sure they work with my version of WordPress. And then in doing that, I'm going to actually install one, activate it, and test it to see if I like the way that it works. Once I've done that, I can then decide if I'm going to keep it, or I can just go ahead and deactivate it and delete it and choose another one of the plugins. So there's a lot of great plugins that are coming out all the time. I would encourage you to take a look at some of those if you don't want to pay for Akismet. Then the third option is to just simply leave all the comments turned off. Remember, in the first step we went through and we actually turned off all the comments right now, but we could just leave them turned off so that we don't take any comments. The problem with that is that you actually get some, quote, credit from the search engines for having additional comments on your blog. And of course, that's one of the things that's kind of nice about a blog, is that you have a little bit of interaction with the people who are reading it. So you may want to consider putting in a spam comment plugin instead of just leaving all the comments turned off. If you decide that you're going to use a plugin instead of turning off the comments permanently, make sure you go back into settings, into discussion, and make sure that you've checked those so you do allow people to comment. So those are the ways that we can go through and get rid of the spam that we already have and prevent further spam comments. Your blog is a very important part of your business life and your life online. You have to find ways to deal with the spam comments. So enjoy your blog again by getting rid of all of those spam comments. To get your question answered, visit AskJeanetteKates.com.